they called his name, Jalen Suggs from minute, and he did like this. And I looked and I was like, and he was like, man, I'm gonna do that till the day I stop playing basketball.
Jalen Suggs is one of the most celebrated players in college basketball this year. Whenever he steps out onto the court, though, he celebrates one person. I sat down with Jalen to talk about the gesture he makes before every tip and the person he does it for.
That's kind of the mindset that I carry, into every game. I throw at my ex, I let him know that I'm thinking about him, and I just go kill.
Xavier Pollard was the older brother Jalen Suggs never had. They met when Jalen was just 4 years old.
Every practice, every game, Jalen was just like right there looking at X, like, you know what I mean?
He was a character. A lot of stuff that you see from me, especially on the basketball court, I got from him. He was confident. He loved to talk trash, and he fed off of that. And he put his work in.
He reminds me so much of X. I mean, just like fearless.
Xavier's time on this earth was cut short, though. A few years ago, he died from suicide.
It was really hard. It was something that I didn't really accept at first.
Jalen was 16 when Xavier passed away at the age of 20. Jalen received one final gift from X at his funeral, though, and it inspired the gesture that Jalen now does before every contest.
Leading up to the service, I was in conversations with my son, in prayer. And he actually said to me that you need to say this at my service. And it said, Jalen, when you get drafted and you walk across that stage, just give it up for me. And that's why he always do like that now.
I think that's the first time I've been completely not in control of my emotions. I broke down in tears. I've never cried. I've never cried like that before, ever. Since then, that's what I go out and play for every night, because I know he's watching. And again, I'm just trying to fulfill that and live out that dream, that we both talked about when we were kids.
The emotions Jalen felt that day also inspired him to live his life more honestly for his friend who no longer can.
Just what have you learned from his passing?
Just it's okay, to open up and let people know, what's going on, especially your people. And I was the type of person, again, to keep everything in and try to fight it all myself and deal with it.
No more for Jalen, who, along with throwing up the X, talks to Xavier during every national anthem.
I think about memories that we had, things that he used to do and he used to say. Just let him know that I'm going out to hoop for him, man, honestly. Yeah.
With every national anthem, every sign of the cross, and every X, Jalen hopes to get closer to their collective dream. Jalen's basketball journey started with Xavier by his side, and Jalen refuses to let that ever change.
Do you plan on continuing the tradition once you get to the NBA?
Every day, every game.
Xavier's father, Trey, now has an organization called We Push for Peace to help with violence prevention in Minneapolis. Just a few months ago, they opened Xavier's Employment and Training Center, which gives young people free mental health assessments and helps them find jobs in exchange for putting their guns down. Jalen has already told Trey he wants to volunteer when he's home next. If you or anyone you know is considering committing suicide, we urge you to call the National Suicide Prevention Hotline. We'll be back with more after the break.